I recently did a post about how your business shouldn't cost you your life. And I got a question that is probably one of my favorite questions of all time. And it's basically, Mac, you've had 6 exits. Isn't this a mindset you adopt after success, not while you're starting or building your company? Because so many entrepreneurs, when you're early in your career, when you're early in your startup, of course you are buried in the business. It's easy to get trapped in the grind, doing everything, wearing every hat. And the reality is, most entrepreneurs say, I'm going to extract myself from the day to day. I'm going to make myself available for my friends and family and my health once I achieve, and then they fill in the blank. A certain amount of revenue, a certain number of years, a certain amount of profits, a certain number of clients, whatever the case is, it pushes out the decision to optimize for freedom in your life until some future event. And the reality is, and I learned this in the trenches the hard way, you can optimize for freedom from day one, because optimizing from freedom is really not about working less or not working hard. It's none of those things. Entrepreneurship is difficult. There are challenges at almost every phase of the journey. But as a founder, as an entrepreneur, you want to control your time. If you have young children, that may mean you work really early in the morning before they get up, and then you have breakfast with them, you take them to school, you go back to work. You pick them up from school, you spend time with them. When they go to bed, you go back to work. And in those early phases, you may be grinding and putting in the work, but you still want to control your time. So time management and controlling your time, optimizing for freedom, is a decision that you can and should make at the earliest stage. The other thing that becomes really critical is you have to find a way to create leverage on your time. What does that mean? That means you often need to look at the task and the to-do list that you have and do one of 3 things. And I created an acronym for this called D.A.D because I wanted to be a great dad earlier in my career. You have to delegate, automate, and delete. And you look at a to-do list, what should be left on your to-do list after you run through this acronym are the things that you're uniquely gifted at, your zone of genius, your unique abilities. That's where we need to spend 80% of our time. Everything else, delegate, automate, delete. And if you haven't hired an executive assistant yet, that is your highest leverage. Will be able to get things off your plate. And if you can't afford it, you don't have the right business model yet. You have to be able to get $5 and $10 and $15 tasks off your list in order to build a sustainable business. So whether you do it as a fractional virtual assistant, you leverage AI, you have to start looking at your to-do list, the things that move the needle for your business, and spend 80% of your time in those, and everything else, delegate, automate, delete. And delete might be the word that you need to understand more than any other, which is you just have to get rid of stuff. If it doesn't move the needle, if it's not in the direction of your goals and dreams, sometimes you truly have to delete. So very long story short, yes, 100% from day one, we want to start to optimize for freedom. We need to control our time. We need to use delegate, automate, and delete so that we're spending the time on the things that move the needle and move us closer to our goals. Doesn't mean we don't work hard. It means we're being very intentional and focused on our time.